Hello and welcome to the plant-based scratch kitchen, the maple walnut granola. I love this granola as a post-ride snack or after exercise. It works great. You know what I don't like about most commercial granolas is that they tend to be really high in sugar, salt, and added oils, which makes the fat content quite high. Mine is completely fat-free, and you adjust the flavors how you like. So here I have dates, walnuts, some maple flavoring. I have some maple syrup, vanilla extract, some cinnamon, and some natural salt, almond butter, 5 cups of organic oats, and then some puff millet, which is optional. Now let's get started. I have about a dozen medjool dates. I'm going to just cut them in half to get the seed out. You definitely want to get the seed out of all of these dates. And I usually do a safety check. I will count how many seeds I got for how many dates. Now, 1.5 cups of water, bring it to a boil, add all of the dates, and we're just going to put them in this water for a couple minutes to soften, because we are going to blend them so they don't have to be in there for too long, but just enough to soften. Now, add them to your blender, and then all your ingredients except for the walnuts and the puff millet. So here I have my vanilla extract. I will add the almond butter, the cinnamon and the salt, and then the maple syrup. If you want this sweeter, you can add more maple syrup. Now here I blended it. Make sure you keep the lid on because it's going to go everywhere, splattering around. Then add the oats to a mixing bowl, and then all we do is we scoop out the mixture, the date puree with the almond butter and the salt and cinnamon and the vanilla and maple syrup, and then we just start to combine until it's thoroughly mixed into the oats. Now you'll notice I'm not adding any dried fruit, because when we're baking this, we don't want the fruit to get hard and dry, so I usually always add it afterwards. And then to spread it onto a baking tray, 2 of them, at 300 degrees or 149 Celsius for about 40 minutes. And just spread it out nice and as thin as possible, because you want it to dry. And halfway through, we're going to take them out and just stir them. And also, here's where we add the walnuts. I chop them up. I'm going to add them halfway through because I don't want them totally baked, just enough to give it some increased flavor, so we add them halfway through. And then put them back in the oven, and when you take it out of the oven, just let it cool for about 30 minutes, and then you can add these to a jar or a couple jars, and you're ready to go. This is good for breakfast, for a snack, whenever. For more, go to speakingwellness.com.